the last 3 months, because of COVID-19, schools have been shut. I hope that these materials that we present today will be beneficial to students in their final year of secondary or high school.
Hello and welcome to this lesson on the adjectival expressions. It's going to be a continuation of what we started doing in our last lesson. In our last lesson, we look at adverbial expressions and how you identify them. So today we are going to look at adjectival expressions and how you identify them. So we're going to start by defining adjectival expressions. By definition, they are expressions that qualify nouns, and they are then used as adjectives. We know adjectives are words that qualify or describe nouns. That is the same thing adjectival expressions do. They describe or qualify nouns. Now let's look at examples. The man who came yesterday was our teacher. In that expression, who came yesterday is underlined, and it is an adjectival expression. The man who came yesterday, you have who came yesterday underlined. It's an adjectival expression. In the second example, we have, I found a dog which ate my food, and there I've underlined which ate my food. This is also an adjectival expression. In example 3, you have, we visited the boy whose father died, and there you have whose father died as an adjectival expression. All what I underline in the 3 examples are adjectival expressions. But you may be wondering how I arrive at the conclusion that they are adjectival expression. How do we identify adjectival expression? So you need to note these 2 things. The first thing is that adjectival expression begin with relative pronouns. These are which, whose, who, whom, and that. Secondly, they come immediately after nouns. Now, with these 2 in mind, you can easily identify adjectival expression. Now, let's look at the examples we have just seen. In the first example, you have who came yesterday. It begins with who, which is a relative pronoun, and it also comes immediately after the noun man. In the second example, you have which ate my food, beginning with the relative pronoun which, that comes immediately after the noun duck. And in the third example, you have whose father died, coming immediately after the noun boy, and it begins with the relative pronoun whose. So these are the 3 ways you can identify adjectival expressions. Thanks for listening, and see you in our next class.